game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. On the ground with the counter. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Hokey, 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 high, tech, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Got it behind the line. It's Green. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Alabama pushing the tempo. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coached.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating, because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Trying to get the edge on the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I can tell you, having played the position, if you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Snap in the shotgun. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Gibbs. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they're able to make the tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, just keeps firing. Grab near the sticks. It's Mason. Still on his feet at the 45. Gives him the big stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
13, Virginia Tech, 0.
New set of downs after that completion. On the run, it's Roberts. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged on the outside. It's Fitzgerald. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
On second down, wants to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown tie. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Hokies want to crank the tempo to the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally. It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hokies are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make it.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Off he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Virginia Tech, 7.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Holloway. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. He fires it out to the right. And it's caught inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the tailback. Thrust that arm out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They're going to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Still running at the 40. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Hit as he throws. That's reeled in. It's Cuevas. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Makes the grab at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hokies want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll take a shot. Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Roberts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 50, Virginia Tech 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Going over the top. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.